So we'll learn now about endoplasmic reticulum. Let's see where the endoplasmic reticulum is. Here is a picture of the cell, and if you notice here, this is the endoplasmic reticulum. Here, see here, this is like a network which is present here. This is all the endoplasmic reticulum. Here too, have you seen here? This is the endoplasmic reticulum. Here, let's look in this. Here we have the endoplasmic reticulum. This is all the endoplasmic reticulum. Here, all this is endoplasmic reticulum. So we can say the endoplasmic reticulum, in short, the ER, is a large network. Membrane-bound tubes and sheets. It's the membrane-bound. They are sheets. They are tubes made of membrane or vesicles, you can say, that sort of form an entire network in the cell. Like here, you can see the network. It is formed inside the cell. Now here I'm denoting the two kinds. There are two kinds of endoplasmic reticulum. We see here, this is one endoplasmic reticulum, and here is another endoplasmic reticulum here. If you notice, in this one, there is all these little red bodies which are called the ribosomes, and the other endoplasmic reticulum has no such bodies. This one has no such bodies. So this one that has got all these little red bodies is called the rough endoplasmic reticulum, or we call that as RER. We'll call it the rough RER, and this one is called the smooth RER. The smooth ER, okay? So we call that like SER, the smooth ER, and this is the RER, the rough ER. Now why does the endoplasmic reticulum is rough? Because of the presence of these bodies called ribosomes. You can see the bodies here, the ribosomes present all over, and in this ribosome the synthesis of proteins take place. These are where the synthesis where the protein is made. Synthesis of protein means making of protein. So the proteins are made in this ribosomes. However, in the ER we have the making of lipids. Lipids or fats are made in the SER. Here again in this picture, let us denote the smooth. See, this is, which can you see here? This is the smooth or SER, and the rough ER or RER is here. This is the rough RER. And why is it rough? Because it has got these ribosomes. Fine. So here we can denote this is the rough RER. This is also the rough RER. Fine. So we have two kinds of ERs. Which are the two kinds of ER? We have the RER, which is rough, and the SER, which is smooth ER. RER is responsible for making of proteins, SER for making of lipids. Here's yet another picture, clearer picture of the two RERs, the two ERs. So here is a smooth one. This is the smooth one. Have you seen the smooth? It has got no ribosomes, while here is a rough ER, and it has got all these little ribosomes here. And you know the function of ribosomes? It helps in the protein synthesis. Now we'll go into the functions of the ER. Point 1, we know the RER. What does RER, the rough, do? It synthesizes protein. So the making of proteins is one function of the ER. And the SER makes lipids. So here the making of lipids is the second function. So making of proteins, then it forms like a transport system. It's a transport system. It's like a network. So it acts as a transport system within the cell. And this is yet another function. It helps in the chemical reactions taking place in the cell. By, it's like a cytoplasmic framework, and it provides a surface for the biochemical reaction taking place in the cell. However, in the case of vertebrates, it has a special functions. In vertebrates are those animals that have a vertebral column. In the liver cells, the SER has an important function of detoxification. Detoxification means removal of toxins to make poisonous things less harmful to the body, and that function is only in the vertebrates. The liver cells, the SER of the liver cells brings about detoxification. So these are some functions of the ER. We'll just go over them again. The RER helps in the protein making. The SER helps in the making of lipids. It is a network, so it helps in the transport within the cell. Then it forms like a cytoplasmic framework which provides a surface for all the biochemical reactions taking place in the cell. And in vertebrates, in the liver cells, the SER helps in detoxification. Now we'll go next to see what is the term called biogenesis. Biogenesis is making of cell membrane. And we know the cell membrane is made up of lipids and of proteins. The lipids are made by the SER and the proteins are made by the RER. So the SER and the RER are involved in making the cell membrane. This process is called the biogenesis. So I repeat, biogenesis is a process of making the cell membrane with the help of lipids and proteins.